Hello, Facebook. Well, happy Thursday. It is 1 o'clock on Thursday, which means Collaborate to Win brings you Product Live, Product Knowledge Live. Um, so today I'm talking to you about a favorite supplier of mine, and I've known about them for close to 10 years. And when I first learned about this company, I was working for a furniture company, and they brought the line on, and we sold it like gangbusters. It was just such a hit, and they've changed and they've grown over the years. So they're just a great source, and I find that a lot of designers don't know about them, and it might be because they haven't done any like real big advertising in magazines. They do go to High Point, so you can see their stuff when you go. And they're Mennonite. So that's like Amish, but a little bit looser in their beliefs. So, oh, hey, Nikki, how's it going, girl? Thanks for joining. So the company that I'm going to tell you about today is called Zimmerman Chair. And they called themselves Zimmerman Chair because the very first thing that the very first person that started the company made was a chair. He made chairs for his wife because they just got married and they didn't have much money. So he said, well, I'm going to make a chair. And he realized how difficult it was and learned a lot. The Mennonite grow up kind of making furniture as just part of what they do, where you work with your hands and you make stuff. So that's how the company started. So Zimmerman Chair, that's the company. They're based out of Pennsylvania. I probably like 2-3 hours from where I live. So I was able to go and see everything last summer. They did a little presentation in the factory, so you could see, the whole process of how they cut the wood and sand it down and then build out a chair. And, they have this enormous space for all the life edge wood that they have. There's just sitting there waiting to be finished, waiting to be, made into a real table for you. So very impressive what they had and what I got to experience and see. So let's see, what do I start with? So they're 100% American made in Pennsylvania. They started out with just tables and chairs, and definitely like every kitchen completely appropriate, because you can choose your finish, your base, your the chair that goes with it, the upholstery that goes on it, and then they do have some more, I wouldn't say formal, but appropriate, I think, for a dining room. So it's not, mahogany with, the border, and no one's really doing that these days anyway. I mean, a classic is always a classic, but that's not really them. They're a little bit more casual, I would say, but you can certainly dress it up depending on the finish and everything else. So kitchen and dining is really like one of those go-to, because the price point's amazing. For 100% made in America, actual real wood. They care about the environment. They have a special thing that like takes all the little pieces of wood that are extra that they can't use. It goes through a cutting machine, gets smaller and smaller and smaller, then goes through this thing that basically turns it into sawdust. And then they take that sawdust and sell it to a guy who makes it into the wood pellets. And I have a wood burning stove that does the wood pellets. So it's very environmental that way. So all the little bits and pieces are going to be reused. So I will show you some of their stuff, because I think that's important. Okay, so here is a thick catalog, Zimmerman Chair. They have one of their best sellers for us at the furniture store, and I think it's still super popular, is this table. The thickness of that top, it's substantial. It's really impressive. If you have that client that likes the restoration hardware look, and you know what the quality of that is, it's okay. This is amazing. It will beat that price, and the quality is so much better. So you know, that Tuscan style base trellis, you can do it with leaves on the end if you wanted to, so that, you know, the center is all clean, there's no break. I sell these chairs quite a bit. This is their estate chair. It's very comfortable, very, very comfortable. Okay, so other popular things. They have bar stools. They have tons of chairs to choose from. I think that they're pretty well organized in how they've laid out the catalog and the price list. And they just went to this one big book. They had like their more country style, and then a little modern, and then so it's not actually kind of nicer that it's all in one. It makes it a little easier to find things. So you've got, you know, every chair imaginable, and they come out with new things all the time. So if you like a little cleaner, you know, beautiful stuff, that you can sell that like crazy. That could go all different ways. Okay, so if you want to do more traditional, here's the dark finish. And what I have to tell you about the wood is pretty impressive too. So, you know, you've got the country style. Okay, this is the more popular finish these days. That like grayed out, washed out, like it showed up out of wood on the beach, like it was in the ocean for a long time. So they do all the different finishes, but beyond finishes, they do every different wood that you can imagine. And I have those to show you. So here's one of their rings. You've got cherry wood, or is this maple? Yep, this is cherry. This is cherry wood, and they call the finish buckskin. So on top of the wood choice, you have a million finishes. So they do maple, cherry, and oak in pretty much every single table and chair. So you tell them, and it's in the price book in the different woods, because different woods cost different prices. So obviously oak, very different grain. You know, the finish isn't that different. This is called Cassidy finish, but it's an oak wood. So even though it's similar to this one, stain wise, you see the difference in the grain? This has this completely different look when you do a piece like that. So every finish imaginable, and then painted finishes as well. So if you have a client, every once in a while, I get the husband who doesn't get distress. They think I can damage my own furniture. I don't want distress. This is the handle for the non-distressed. Now, if you want a little bit of distress, then here's a little distress and a lot more finishes to choose from as well, including what I see all over market that I'm really getting sick of, but gray, right? We all continue to do this. Then you want a little more distress. They do that too. They'll do the hand planing on the table and everything. Then here's, they call this the Renaissance handle. So again, you choose maple, cherry, oak, up to you. Then pick your finish, and you can tell them, you know, go crazy with the distressing, and they will beat the crap out of the table and give it all that character that your client might want. Okay. So that's that collection. Now, let's say you want even more distress and painted. Here's super distressed and painted. Handle. really fun, cool. This kind of stuff is me. I love this. I want distressed furniture because I want to live with it. I don't want it to look like a museum. I want to beat the crap out of my things and not worry about it. Okay, then we have another handle. This is what makes this company so great, is that they're not afraid to give you a million options. And they're like, sure, we'll do that. Oh, you wanted something different? That's okay, we can do that too. So then here is Heritage Paints. So if you don't like a distress, you're going for more of that coastal look. This has like maybe a little hand rubbing. I don't know if you can see, but you know, when they put the stain on and they take a rag and they wipe a little off to give you a little bit of that, just a little wood showing through. So, and you can tell them you want more of that, less of that. It's been popular on black too. See the little bit of stain coming through? And so they have all of these beautiful colors to choose from. Now let's say you want that coastal look. We have some people in our group that really, they're down in Florida or somewhere where all of these colors are really what you want to do. Maybe, you know, do this on the chair and then maybe do the head chair and like something like that, and come up with some really cool printed fabric, and it will have just such a different coastal look. So all of these are possible. And if you tell them, I like Benjamin Moore, and we did that in the other room, so let's bring that chair, I mean that paint color onto the chair, they'll do that too. So that's part of the reason I love this company, is because I can design it however I want, and there's something in here for everyone. They have a more cleaner line, simple base, or they have the, you know, country traditional. It's 100% real wood, 100% made in America. The price point is amazing. They do have some fabrics to choose from that are, you know, in program, but they have no problem with COM. And if you don't know, COM is sending them your own material, customer's own material. So you can send them anyone's fabric and they'll get it made for you. They also do some cool pieces. You know, this could be a TV cabinet if you really wanted it to. And they have a couple that you can choose your hardware. You know, the finish has everything to do with how it looks. You wouldn't think that piece is also that piece, but it is. Okay. You know, the traditional stuff, sure, they have it. And I really liked the bookcase. They came out with it in 2 sizes now. So as I flip through, I will find it for you. So just a clean, you know, simple Napoleon X on your tall bookcase or your short bookcase. And again, you can do that in any of their finishes, any of their woods. So you're customized like completely. And great price. So awesome thing that we all love to do is that live edge. So you can choose your base, and if you have an idea of the size that you need it to be, they have enough stock that they can make that happen. So here's all your bases, just a couple to choose from, right? And I can tell you from experience, way heavy, way heavy. They're like cast iron. I think the base weighed more than the tabletop I had in someone's kitchen. And they also do the coffee table. So, and they do end tables and other things too. So on their website, they have so much stock. So they can really find, you know, if you needed it 93 inches and it can't go over that, they're going to have a piece that's, you know, either you want it really funky and you know, shapely, or you want it more straight, more dining room style. They have both. So this is one of the the barns basically where it's drying, and they have, I don't want to call it a kiln, it's like a drying machine for the wood to like really get all the moisture out of it. And the giant saw, I saw this thing in person. They like slice it like bread. They take the giant log, and it's such a neat company. They have a good relationship with, the local area. So, Farmer Bob down the street has a big tree that fell, and they call them up and they say, hey, can you guys use this? We're looking to get it off of our land, and they come pick it up and turn it into beautiful furniture. So, last thing that I want to share about this company. I did a live video when I was at High Point. So I think you got a chance to see it. And if you didn't see it, you can scroll through my videos and find the live video where I go through, because I'm just so impressed and so happy that I'm going to be able to offer this now, is they started doing bedroom. Yay. I've been going to them for kitchen and dining room for forever and wish that they had done bedroom. So now I can. Yay. All right. So they have, this is the one that impressed me the most, but all of them are great. I haven't gotten the official catalog. This is the one that I grabbed when I was going through High Point. So this Frederick, right? All customized. You know me and the custom stuff. So you choose everything. Okay. You've got bases to choose from, tapered, block, saber. Okay, then drawer front, just a plain, a little bit of detail. So 5 options there. Then what size do you want? How many drawers do you want? Right? Handles, they're going to have all different hardware options. Do you want the, I think they have 2 options on sizes. They have a 24-inch nightstand, a 70-inch double triple dresser, and they're doing headboards. And some of their beds can come with storage at the base or on the side. So depending on, the layout of the room, who doesn't need more storage? And these were big drawers, very like full depth, really well made. So like blankets, pillows, it just makes so much sense to put some storage in the footboard or sideboards. So just amazing. So again, all those finishes, all those wood choices, sky's the limit as far as what you want to create, and a really good price point. Made in America, 100%, like wood, the whole thing. Love this company. So if you didn't know about Zimmerman Chair before, now you know a lot. So I hope that was helpful. Next week, I'm going to share about another upholstery company that I love, and I found out about them recently. I mean, I've heard of them before, but I never really checked them out. But this past High Point, I definitely got a chance to dive in a little deeper. So I will tell you more about that next week. And if you guys have any topics that you would want me to cover, I'd be happy to do so. So hit me up with a little comment and I will focus on it. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Okay, bye.